What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about George Floyd's murder for this public speaking assignment. So, this is a picture of George Floyd. I'm sure many of you have heard about his death, but a lot of you probably don't know some of the backstory. He was an African-American man living in Minneapolis, Minnesota at the time, and he was 46 years old. And he had a daughter too, which makes it very sad that he had to pass away like this because out of something he really couldn't control and was definitely not justified or right. So getting into that, at the time, like I said, May 25th in Minneapolis, he was at a gas station and he purchased a pack of cigarettes with a counterfeit $20 bill, and the person at the gas station noticed that and called the police, and so 4 police officers ended up reporting to the scene. Right here you can see 2 of them, and this was another one who I'll get into, but they arrested him and tried to put him in the police car, and he complained about being claustrophobic and resisted getting in the police car, which eventually led to him being forced to the ground by the officers, and there was nothing he could have done to escape that. And as you can see here, Derek Chauvin placed his knee on George Floyd's neck for about 8.5 minutes, and which eventually led to his death by suffocation, which is very sad and definitely not something that the police officer was allowed to be doing. But throughout that, George Floyd was yelling, "I can't breathe, I can't breathe, please stop," and whatever, and the officer did not stop. So yeah, he eventually died on the scene, which is very sad because if you think about the crime that he committed and the result, those two do not match up at all. So this led to a lot of controversy with the Black Lives Matter movement because it was argued that he was treated this way because of the color of his skin, and he was discriminated against because he was African American, and that's why these police officers felt like they had the right to do this, which is it's not true that they should be able to treat anyone like this way, especially an African American man. And while this was a terrible scene, the only good that came out of this was that it brought awareness to other incidences where African American people have experienced prejudice, discrimination, and other things that have now been a lot of awareness brought to it as a result. And yeah, so it's a very sad situation, but there was good to come out of it now that there's more awareness for this issue. And yeah, so this information is from CNN in an article called George Floyd's Death.